Have you ever wondered if there is eternal wisdom that could help us turn the most difficult trials of our lives into the greatest triumph? Well, imagine facing all this chaos and uncertainty with incredible inner peace, as if nothing could shake you. Sounds like a superpower, really? But guess what? It's not just some fantasy. It's an ancient philosophy that's been around for over 2,000 years. This philosophy is called Stoicism, and it teaches us that even if we cannot control everything that happens to us, we have full authority over how we react. And in today's crazy world, where instability is the only thing we can count on, these teachings can be the anchor we need. But here's the thing. Stoicism isn't just sitting around thinking. It's about taking measures and living with purpose, endurance, and happiness, no matter what comes our way. It's not about ignoring our emotions. It's about understanding them and using that understanding to live a more fulfilling life. So whether you're dealing with stress, experiencing difficult times, or just looking for more joy in your daily life, stay here. Today we plunge deeply into Stoicism, revealing its ancient wisdom and seeing how it can change not only how we think, but also how we live. And hey, if you're excited to join me on this journey of self-discovery and transformation, make sure to push this subscription button. Share this video with your friends and be sure to give it a thumbs up. And believe me, you don't want to miss a single moment of this video, because every second is full of insights that can really change your life. First principle, practice self-discipline. The development of self-discipline can be compared with growing seeds into a mighty oak. This process begins with small, consistent actions that gradually increase our motivation to achieve the goals. Studies in behavioral psychology show that the formation of new habits takes time and repetition, with an average of about 66 days. This underlines the importance of patience and perseverance on the road to self-discipline. Moreover, inspired by Stoic philosophy, especially the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, we understand that self-discipline does not mean abandonment, but rather the alignment of our actions with our profound values and long-term goals. It is a question of choosing every day actions that will benefit our future and for which our future I will be grateful. Second principle, developing emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is a set of skills that can be developed through informed practice and self-reflection. Positive psychology research shows that sustainability is not a permanent quality, but rather a dynamic process. It depends on factors such as thinking, social support, and coping strategies. Following the wisdom of the Stoics, especially Seneca, we realize that the key to sustainability is not to avoid or suppress emotions, but to recognize them and decide how to respond to them. Seneca's concept of deliberate atrocities or foreseeable disasters calls us to mentally prepare for life's challenges. It helps to improve our ability to elegantly manage complex emotions and situations. Third principle, embrace Memento Mori. The understanding of death, expressed in the phrase Memento Mori, which means remember death, calls us to recognize our own mortality and live with a sense of urgency and purpose. Recent research into existential psychology suggests that thinking about death can lead to a deeper understanding of life and its meaning. Referring to the Stoic philosophy, especially to the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, we understand that the recognition of our mortality can stimulate real life and determine its priorities. Marcus Aurelius's concept of love of destiny prompts us to accept both the joys and the sorrows of life as integral parts of our journey. By remembering that we will inevitably die, we develop deep gratitude for the moments that make up our existence as long as we live. Fourth principle, cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is a practice that changes our perception of reality, shifting our focus from lack to abundance. According to positive psychology, gratitude is closely linked to increased happiness improved physical health, and better resilience to hardship. In learning the teachings of Stoic philosopher Epictetus, we understand that gratitude is not merely a reaction to favorable circumstances, but the basis of life's attitude. The concept of the control dichotomy of Epictetus reminds us that, although we cannot always control external events, we are always free to choose how to react to them. The practice of gratitude gives us the opportunity to discover beauty and meaning even in the most difficult situations of life. Fifth principle, strive for personal excellence. Personal superiority is the constant pursuit of growth and self-improvement, nurtured by the values of honesty and virtue. Positive psychology research shows that the desire for excellence is linked to improved self-esteem, a deeper sense of purpose, and increased satisfaction. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius show that personal perfection is not an endpoint, but a continuous process of development. The concept of Marcus Aurelius's prose calls us to remain vigilant in our pursuit of virtue and to constantly assess our actions and motives. Striving for personal superiority, we hold the highest ideals and inspire others to do the same. Sixth principle, value self-worth over external validation. True self-esteem comes from an unshakable sense of self-confidence and authenticity, regardless of external praise or approval. According to self-esteem research, people who draw their self-esteem from internal sources, such as personal values and relationships, experience greater psychological well-being and resilience. Relying on the Stoic tradition, especially Aristotle, we learn that true happiness comes from life according to our highest virtues and principles. The Aristotelian concept of eudaimonia, or blossoming, emphasizes the importance of developing the life of meaning and purpose. By putting our self-esteem above external scrutiny, we free ourselves from the shackles of comparison and accept our intrinsic value as human beings. Seventh principle, embrace change. Change is the only constant phenomenon in life, creating both challenges and opportunities for growth. Neuroscience tells us that the brain has neuroplasticity. It's designed to adapt to new experiences and environments. According to Epictetus, we are learning that to bring about change, we must cultivate thinking based on flexibility and resilience. By accepting change as an inevitable aspect of human experience, we give ourselves the dignity and courage to overcome all the uncertainties of life. Eighth principle, practice compassion and empathy. Compassion is the cornerstone of a meaningful human bond that promotes empathy and understanding of oneself and others. Social psychology claims that acts of compassion and empathy are associated with improving well-being, reducing stress, and improving relationships. Marcus Aurelius taught that compassion is rooted in the recognition of our common humanity and interconnectedness. His concept of cosmopolitanism compels us to treat all people with kindness and respect, regardless of their origins or circumstances. Through compassion, we cultivate a sense of belonging and create a more compassionate world for ourselves and our future generations. Ninth principle, reflect regularly. Reflection is a powerful tool for self-consciousness and personal growth, providing a valuable understanding of our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Because of psychology, we know that reflexive practices such as journaling and meditation are related to raising consciousness, improving emotional regulation, and improving problem-solving skills. We learn from the teachings of Seneca that regular reflection is necessary for living in virtue and integrity. Seneca's concept of philosophical diary writing prompts us to honestly and humbly analyze our actions and beliefs. By thinking regularly, we deepen our understanding of ourselves and cultivate wisdom and self-control. 10th principle, live in the present moment. Mindfulness is a practice of full presence and participation here and now, free from condemnation or bias. Mindfulness practices are associated with reducing stress, improving cognitive function, and increasing emotional resilience. Relying on the Stoic philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, we learn that attentiveness is a powerful tool for cultivating inner peace and self-control. Marcus Aurelius's concept of the present prompts us to focus on the present moment, accepting it with gratitude and approval. By living here and now, we are freeing ourselves from the burdens of the past and the worries of the future, providing greater clarity and presence in our lives. 11th principle: seek virtue and integrity. Virtue is the cornerstone of meaningful and fulfilling life, guiding our thoughts, actions, and relationships. Moral psychology studies show that people who give precedence to virtue and integrity experience greater satisfaction in life. We learn from the writings of Epictetus that virtue is not just a set of abstract ideals. Rather, it is a practical guide to life filled with meaning and purpose. Epictetus's concept of controlled dichotomy reminds us that our character and integrity are entirely in our power. Striving for virtue and honesty, we uphold our highest values and inspire others to do the same. 12th principle: be flexible and adaptable. Flexibility is the key to navigating life's uncertainties with grace and resilience, and responding effectively to change and adversity. Through the writings of Marcus Aurelius, we learn that flexibility is not passivity or resignation, but a proactive approach to life's problems. Marcus Aurelius's concept of amor fati, or love of fate, encourages us to embrace all that life brings with courage and acceptance. By being flexible and adaptable, we give ourselves the opportunity to thrive in the face of uncertainty and emerge stronger and wiser from life's trials and tribulations. Regular reflection is essential. This is not just remembering past events, it is the desire to understand them. The practice of reflection serves as our compass, guiding us through the twists and turns of life, shaping our perspectives and leading us to personal growth. Stoicism is practical wisdom that remains relevant today. Its principles offer guidance in weathering life's storms, making difficult decisions, and finding inner peace. Yes, problems may come our way, but they do not define us. Only our response to these challenges truly shapes our character and determines our path. Every moment we spend in reflection is a step towards self-awareness, personal development, and a more authentic way of living. If you want to delve deeper into these concepts, I encourage you to explore them further. You will find invaluable wisdom passed down through the centuries and strategies that will help you live in the present. Let's continue to grow and reflect. Remember to stay true to yourself and live with purpose,